My hospital is Little Company of Mary. I was 28 weeks pregnant with my second son, and I had been having a fairly normal pregnancy. I woke up one morning in bed, and I felt nauseous, and I had some pain in my abdomen. I know even though 10 minutes ago I was totally fine lying in bed, now all of a sudden I can't move, I can't get up, I can't do anything. So my husband calls the ambulance, and they rush us over to the nearest hospital, which is the Little Company of Mary in Torrance. They take me to the emergency, and there, the doctors did an ultrasound and found some fluid around my uterus and decided that they needed to perform an emergency C-section. So when they went in and operated, they found that my uterus had ruptured 10 centimeters and I was bleeding internally. When I woke up from surgery, my first thought was, where's my baby and did he survive? I almost certainly thought that he had not survived. I immediately asked my husband, is the baby alive? And he told me yes. And I was overcome with so much emotion because I just wasn't expecting it at all. I went into his room and I saw him in the incubator, and he was hooked up to all these wires, and he was so small and so skinny. I was just overwhelmed. I didn't know anything about premature babies, and the NICU nurse there at the time that was watching over Cass, she just immediately knew. She just put Cass into my arms, helped me maneuver through all the wires, told me what to expect, told me what was gonna happen, told me it was gonna be okay. I felt like the nurses there weren't just trying to medically care for my child. They didn't just want him to survive, they wanted him to thrive. And they knew that in order for that to happen, the parents needed to be cared for. And so they gave us the tools and support we needed. And so every day that I would go to the hospital for the next 2 months, the nurses there were with me every second and helping me figure out how to hold him, how to bathe him, how to do first aid, how to feed him, because all of that is so different. The baby's so much more fragile when they're premature, and there's so many more things you have to consider. And the nurses prepared us really well when we came home, and he didn't have a lot of health issues when we brought him home, so we were very fortunate and happy for that. I'm very grateful to Little Company of Mary, the doctors and the nurses. They saved my life. They saved my son's life. It was the decisions and the actions they took on that day resulted in us being here today. And I'm forever grateful to them for that. I'm forever grateful to the nurses at the NICU who took the best possible care of my son. For 2 months, in and out every day, they gave their best, and they made sure that we were okay and we were cared for as well.